All right, good afternoon. I'm Dr. Height. I'm going to be doing this screencast to go over with you the compensation package at North Range Eye Care for this opportunity. Definitely learned how to do this screencast, to do this thing, so please bear with me if there's any technical problems. So, a couple of assumptions. The guaranteed base and salary is based on a 5-day work week at North Range Eye Care. If we work less than that at North Range, we of course bring it down accordingly. A per diem is set for Fort Morgan with no bonus calculation. That's based on the fact that over the course of a year, there's ebbs and flows in Fort Morgan's patient flow, and on average, the 425 is a good reimbursement. We could discuss going for a straight percentage instead. So Fort Morgan will either be a straight per diem or a straight percentage, either way. Also, assuming that 250 working days per year, the net percent I use to calculate some of these things is based on the common metric of 30% net income. Though the per diem at Fort Morgan might actually exceed the base income at North Range. So the way we calculate the bonus is based off of how much does it cost the practice to give you your base guaranteed salary and benefits. And so let's say that your base income plus benefits is worth $100,000. We divide that by 30% net. That means in order to pay for your base income and benefits, we need to gross at least $330,000 in order to pay for that. Anything over that amount is what will be bonus as a percentage over that gross. And that'll be for professional services, contact lens sales, optical sales, everything. And so let's say that you produced $433,000 or $100,000 in excess at, let's say, 11% bonus. That would be an $11,000 bonus. And that we'll do that per quarter, and there's ways that you can look on a daily basis to see where you are along that line. So you know that once you pass that point, everything beyond that is going to be bonused. These numbers down here, this shows the average of how much I earned per day worked. So I have a 4-day work week right now. Let's say that I brought in a year $600,000 gross. Divide that by 4 work days, and that gets $150,000 per day. In 2016, I averaged $131,000 per day, and in this year so far, $146,000. So as we've grown, that does go up, and so we can change this around as well based on what we want to, calculate. Anything in yellow can be manipulated, so we can use that to kind of tweak it and see what we want to come up with. We're going to start with what I offered as my base package compensation at 3 days at North Range, 2 days at Fort Morgan. For this number, I'm putting just $140,000 gross income produced per day. That's right smack in the middle between what I did last year and this year. That'll probably go up the busier you get, or if you do more specialty work, all of that. I offered the base salary of $90,000, of course, and the bonus percent of 12.5% of anything over that. Of course, this has a 2% increase per year as cost of living, and then the bonus will also go up by 0.5% per year, up to a maximum of 15%. 2 days at Fort Morgan at a per diem of $425. Now, so looking at putting those values in, which is what I offered as the base, North Range's base income would be $54,000, and Fort Morgan's would be $42,500, leaving a grand total of your base guaranteed income at $96,500, which is whether you see 1 patient a day or 10. No matter what happens, that's how much you'll take home minimum. The bonus on that, the base gross required for the bonus is only calculated off the North Range one, and this shows that we need to earn at least $232,000 to attain any bonuses. And so at this rate of production, the bonus that we'll earn is about $23,000, bringing your total reimbursement to about $120,000, which is really great. And then over on the right, based on that, is how much the benefits are worth to you as far as that goes. So IRA on the base, CE cost, liability, health insurance, life insurance, as well as the taxes that I pay as an employer on your income. If you have an offer that is talking about being an independent contractor, this amount of taxes is how much you would have to pay additionally. So that is a benefit that I'm paying for it versus you. And these two ones are the IRA and the taxes on the bonus. So your total benefit value here would be at $18,300. So you can look at that as far as how much are my benefits worth to me. So this is where we start off, but I definitely want us to be able to grow. So let's go through a couple scenarios. So let's say for the first year we're at this rate, earning this much. But let's say after 1 year we decide, hey, let's move you to 4 days at North Range and 1 day at Fort Morgan. At that point, you've had an increase based on your longevity, so that's up to 13%. This would be up to 91,800 as far as that goes. So after year one, your total base goes down a little bit because of the percentage goes up, but the compensation goes up to $128,000. Now, after, let's say by year five, let's say we're up to 5 days a week, which is kind of where we want to end up at eventually. Is I definitely want you to be at North Range all the time. 5 days at North Range, 0 at Fort Morgan, so you don't have to drive quite as far. By that point, you of course have worked your way up to a 15% bonus, and with yearly increases, it comes up to $97,500 as your base. And so your total income here would be $145,000 with that bonus. And like I said, I think this bonus is very achievable. This 140 would not be difficult. Let's say that you earn up to the same as me at $146,000. You can see that hits us at about 150 after the bonus. But let's say you're doing awesome, you're doing a lot of specialty fits, you're hitting the pavement, things are growing, and let's say you're up that you're seeing tons of patients, and so you're up to 150,000. So you can see it just exponentially expands with how much work you put into it as far as that goes. So I want to show you that to show kind of where we're starting, what all goes into that, and what the potential is the harder you work and the longer that you work for us. So if you have any questions, definitely email, call, whatever you want. I'm definitely open to discuss this and anything along those lines. Thank you, and have a good evening, or afternoon, I guess.